Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to Bloomhaven.
That's not how we're going to introduce that.
Well,
Wait.
welcome back to Dadventurous.
Don't like that either.
Oh, come on.
Option 3?
Welcome back to Dadventurous.
Hey, that was pretty good. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll use that one instead, maybe.
Maybe.
So rude.
Hopefully everybody enjoyed their week waiting for this next wonderful episode of Bloomhaven, this super cool, super buggy, super fairy friendly. Fairy friendly.
Very friendly.
Could be family friendly and fairy friendly.
That's true.
Bloomhaven. Whatever I was saying, welcome back. Hopefully you guys are ready to jump back into our story with Polly and Rhomy.
I think I am. How about you?
Bug World. I'm so ready.
World.
Nice.
Bug World is just said out loud is the saying that we will use. Hopefully everybody's enjoying it. Feel free to leave us a review or whatever if you like on wherever you get your podcasts. But regardless of what your review is, we're still going to make this episode.
So haters, take your hate elsewhere.
That's
you
right.
can't bring us down.
That's right. You can't bring down from the bottom
No.
because the only way to go is up. Does that work?
Yeah,
All right. You guys ready for the recap?
Yep.
I think I am.
Bum. Dice. Rolls. Dragons. Trolls.
Dadventurous.
Last week in the world of Bloomhaven, we were introduced to this new land, this beautiful city protected by ancient accords of spiders and tarantulas, fending off the birds from up above. And in the city itself, we met Polly the Mighty, a snail-eye warrior who had earned a little bit of renown from something that happened with King Toad or Old Man Croak, depending on who you ask. Something that launched them into a promotion of training new recruits. A calm, thoughtful warrior, taking time to make haikus, taking time to respect the young recruits.
For after all, slow is smooth and smooth is fast.
And that is the saying of those who follow the way of the spiral path. A coiled spring ready to strike when the need arises.
Mm-hmm.
We flowed through the city. Oh, and you were handed a moat, a pollen moat that signified something in a ceremony later. We flowed through the city. We met Rhomy Mantidae, the shield mantis, I was told. A shield mantis. Look it up. Very cool. Very pretty.
They are.
That's Rhomy. And what would you base Polly off of?
I am a Caribbean tree snail, I believe.
Okay. Look these up if you want to see get the
What we look
inspiration
like.
in your minds.
Mm-hmm.
But Rhomy was dealing with the passing of an ancient wildflower whose time had come to go to ground, working with her cockroach family and fellow clerics to ease the passing of this flower. Rhomy, her own flair on things, often dancing around and clattering her beads and generally putting on a wonderful show for magics that don't necessarily need performance, but for Rhomy, there is no difference. And you were also handed a moat. You guys went to this ceremony, the ritual of moats, that every 12 seasons, the king and queen who once had to do this journey themselves pick 2 adventurers, warriors, casters, whatever, to go on an honorary pilgrimage to Mama Tula, an ancient tarantula being in the forest that provides this protective coating over Bloomhaven, these webs. But every 12 seasons, the magic starts to fade, and the acorn accord must be honored, where the first golden spring dewdrop is brought to Mama Tula before summer begins, or else she will not honor the accord any longer, and Bloomhaven would not be protected. The moats were picked by Queen Sparklewing herself, and King Boolin put on quite the show to tell you guys about the history of all of this. Rhomy and Polly's moats were chosen, and our 2 warriors were set up ready for their adventure that starts today. You guys... Huh? What?
No, keep going.
You guys had fallen asleep underneath the Willowed Willow in the edges of town.
The Willowed
Withered Willow.
Withered Willow.
I keep saying.
I like Willowed Willow.
How about Willowed Willow? We'll go with Willowed Willow.
Yeah.
The Willowed Willow at the edges of town, a short little tree that hangs underneath the canopy of the protection. And you had fallen asleep to the stars, or to the night sky and the soft twinkling of pixie dust in the air.
Yeah.
You both awaken to the sun in your eyes, fresh dawn, which means today is the day to get started off on your journey.
Polly slowly comes out of his, again, this green and red striped shell. I slowly come out, and my little eye stalks unfurl and blink at the morning sun. And I think I would stretch. I would don my hat once more and don my grass blade harness and take a moment to take in the morning sun and the excitement left over from the celebration last night, and mentally prepare myself for whatever this journey might be, whatever my comrade may come up with.
In the meantime, Rhomy.
Rhomy, big stretch, creak, and she's not quiet about any of it. It's just like yep, okay, ready to start the morning. Polly, hey, good morning, Polly. How's it going, Polly? Can I get you anything this morning? I'm so ready to go. This is exciting.
I'm just standing very still outside of our tent, and I just turn to look at you. No, I think I'm all right this morning. I am excited too. Are you prepared for wherever we leave this afternoon?
Oh, I have no idea. Hopefully the sack's good enough. I put it on like my
Your little
my
backpack.
back, and I do like a little shake out of my wings so that they settle on in where they need to be. And I was like, all right. And I do a clap, clap. I'm like, moving forward.
Yep. So
Yeah.
you guys, before you go anywhere, you are soon approached by King Boolin, Queen Sparklewing, and kind of a squad of people. Not like a big ceremony at this point. You've already gone through the ceremony. You've done that. Henrietta's there, naturally. Some of the Gastro Squad, Honor Guard are there. And there's just like a couple of almost like engineer-looking guys, too. And they're bringing this big crate over to basically your supplies for the journey. So they come up, and King Boolin is like, yes, good morning, our young adventurers ready to set off into the forest. Learn lessons, right wrongs, save tomorrow. And Queen Sparklewing's like, he's been practicing that all morning.
Good morning, your majesties. And I like wave as I'm already like at the box, kind of like peeking in too. It's like, double multitasking.
Into the box they're bringing.
Oh, yeah. Like I've marched my way on.
You've
over
already
before-
opened it.
Before they even get to you, they
Yep.
have to stop to let you see. It's full of supplies. The queen herself had already given you guys Samara wing backpacks.
Yeah.
Courtesy of your little magic of your moats that will give you a couple options of essentially featherfall. In more extravagant terms, you will be gliding.
Ooh.
But inside, there's all sorts of stuff. You see little vine ropes. You see little, water skins and rations and little spores and saps and things of that nature. Anything you kind of would need on something like a journey, bed rolls, things of that nature.
Yes.
A couple of rolled up leaf tarps that can be used as
Rain shields.
rain
and-
shields, things like that.
These are things that Rhomy's familiar with because we're not always in Bloomhaven.
No.
So
no,
these
you
are
both of you have spent a decent amount of time outside of Bloomhaven.
okay.
Yeah.
So
The cockroaches, the way of the fallen leaf, or the last leaf. I always say fallen. The last leaf. Going out into the forest to ease the passing of ancient tree that is passing on. Maybe a worm colony that has a queen that is passing. You guys are there to do that. There's also new spring life and making sure the mosses are growing on the right side of the tree and everything like that. So the clerics often go out, but you usually do go out in big groups.
okay, but all of this equipment is familiar.
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure. And then Polly, you've done many patrol missions.
I've been over the forest floor, over the kingdoms. Again, usually with at least one or two other
Usually a patrol.
Yeah, usually
Yeah,
a
so
patrol.
A decent collective of 6 to 12 people would be my guess.
But yeah, I've camped out
Mhm.
of the city before too.
Yep.
Okay.
So you guys are familiar with this stuff. This is nothing magical or special. This is gear you might want.
Okay, so I think Rhomy's just going to, like, very sure of what she's doing, just start collecting all of the things and finding the right places in her pack.
Well, if there's anything specific you would want in there, you can do that. But basically, you for sure are going to have rope. You're going to have, which is like vines. You're going to have these tarp leaves, rations, all that stuff you would need. You will also get 2 nectars, the honey nectars, of which will count as potions of healing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Just 1 each.
Yeah.
And then other things that you will see in there are things like you're going to see a couple little bottles of stuff. You're going to see some remedies. You're going to see flint for making little fires and things like that.
I would probably take like a flint and perhaps some some salves that I would know would be good to have in case of a wound. I know Rhomy is more of the healer among us, but I have a few survival skills. I believe Rhomy will have a
medicine kit basically as well.
Medicine herbalism
kit. And then if you guys want, you can each roll a d6 and tell me what you get, and you'll get 1 fun little extra thing.
I rolled a 1.
I rolled a 6.
Okay. For the 1, you are going to get, Rhomy, a worm pheromone potion.
Okay.
You ever feel the need to call upon the worms, they will come to you.
Oh.
Okay.
And what did you get?
A 6.
A 6. You are going to get a little sap ball, and it looks almost like a little bomb. And it is essentially a web potion or a web spell that will create a sticky, difficult terrain sap thing on the ground.
Okay, cool.
Just call it a sap bomb. Sticky sap bomb. Yep.
Where is a worm pheromone potion going to come into use?
Don't know. I made them up without anything in mind.
Rhomy's just like looking at it going, I wonder. She puts it into her pack.
You know, cockroaches and worms probably share some similar, I don't know, dirt.
Yeah,
times. I'm not
share
sure.
the dirt. I think
if there's anyone out here who's listening to this that expected like a really in-depth insect world, like I didn't research anything. I'm going off of what I like to call bug vibes. So I'm hoping I'm pretty accurate.
We live off vibes.
Yeah.
I think Polly picks out the sap bomb and kind of tosses it back and forth between my tendrils, and then I would like to probably figure out a way to attach it to my sword harness as well, almost like a grenade belt. I would like to turn to the king and queen and say, if you would allow me, your majesties, I may go back to collect a few personal items before we head off.
No need, King Bulin said, and he snaps his fingers, and whatever personal effects you would have needed have been brought to you by these tech people. Anything you are looking for, they have basically brought to you.
Oh, I had wanted probably some fresh leaves, and then I would have wanted my 2 magical items that I have had for a little while.
We set these up beforehand for everybody who at home, that they have some special items.
My Pull of Angling, which is a pixie magic infused stick that, if I wish, may turn into a fishing pole. However, as you know, snails do not eat fish. I will explain what I use this for later. And a small little pixie candle that I hope may come into use, a candle that once lit cannot go out until I say the word.
That is true. And what about for Rhomy? Do they set in front of you?
Well, I'm already wearing my Glamour Weave beaded shirt. That's something that I always have on me. So they just bring forth this little glowing bauble that is kind of squishy, that can expand. It's in my little bubble of breathing that I'm super excited for, that I'm like, ooh, Henrietta, thanks for bringing this for me.
Oh, you earned it, of course, from your last adventure. Decide at some point how you got that, if you ever want.
Nice.
Just like the pixie candle. Basically, a proof that both of our adventurers are not new to adventuring.
Yeah.
So they bring your effects out. You guys got your little supplies, basically. And Sparklewing actually steps forward, and she says, all right, now, the first thing you must do is climb to the top of the Willowed Willow. And once up there, you will be given instructions for the first part of your journey. But know that even the climb can be a challenge. And she nods knowingly to both of you.
I nod and make sure, I feel slimed enough today. I feel like I can climb this tree.
Yep.
Yeah.
She says, don't forget about the boon you were granted. And
Yes.
Fair winds and gentle breezes. And she pats you on the shoulders and then flits away.
And I stretch and I pat Polly on the shell.
Still painted with the...
Still
with
painted
the
yeah.
picture of us together.
Yeah.
We're like holding hands and there's like a little heart around the two of us. And I say, no worries. We've totally got this. And I do a little like shimmery shake and bless us both. Yeah, I will just, or maybe I'll save the little bless for when we kind of get up to some tough stuff.
Nice.
But just a pat on the shell and I like, don't worry, we've got it. And maybe it'll be, guidance is only a minute too.
Yeah.
Okay. New things. I haven't played a cleric in a while.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's fair.
The king reaches forward and he says yes, and he looks to Polly while Rhomy's doing her
Rhomy things.
Rhomy things. Polly, never forget the mantra of the way of the spiral path, of course.
Of course not.
And to both of you, I would give you advice, but part of the accord is that we cannot. You must make this journey on your own. The only thing I will say is that the forest, the Starspring Forest, once you get beyond the bounds of Bloomhaven, will decide what lessons you need to learn. Learn them well. Pats you on the shoulder and he scooches you both towards the Willowed Willow tree.
I think that as he's like gently like pushing us forward, that Rhomy's got her head all twisted around and she's like waving backwards to Henrietta. Bye, Henrietta. See you in a few.
Yep. Henrietta's like, good luck, Rhomy. Don't forget, calm, collected, and be you.
Of course.
I think Polly just says in response to the king's quote, and I will be happy to see what new skills shall be required of me. And I take a look at Rhomy next to me and say, maybe I'll learn a few new things.
Maybe indeed. And they send you off and they start leaving. They don't stick around to watch you go. This is your journey to make. You guys approach the base of the Willowed Willow where your tent is nearby. You just slept underneath it.
Yeah.
But you know that you are beginning this climb at the beginning of spring. The climb itself is slick. There is bark peeling away from the Willowed Willow. There are holes and slippery mosses and things that can cause problems as you start to ascend. And so I leave it up to you for how you guys want to start, but know that there will be some challenges along the way.
I think Polly, would make sure everything's secure, would probably actually take off his hat and also strap it to his shelves just in case, so it doesn't fall off. And I think Polly would just start, slowly inching his way up from one of the roots, just straight up the trunk.
Okay.
I don't think, as a snail, I don't think I would try to do anything fancy, so I'd just pick the least sharp-looking path and continue onward.
And so it begins. Rhomy, what?
I think Rhomy.
I mean, you can fly a little bit.
I think Rhomy is going to pat Polly on the shell again and do guidance for strength checks since it's a skill-based thing. So for the first minute, you'll have that D4 to any strength-based checks. And then she's going to rub her little hands together and wiggle her little bottom and just jump because she's always just full in And so she's going to just like little flutter flap, jump, and just try to grip onto whatever.
I like it.
Nice.
Okay, well, then the first thing we'll do is as you start to head up, it is, of course, the beginning of a climb. Even though you both have the ability to stickily climb your way up something or to fly, it is still a long way. And so the journey will provide challenges. Why don't we kick things off with a little bit of an athletics check, which it sounds like you now have
D8 too?
D8 too, right? Or is it advantage?
No, the guidance is adding a D4 to any
D4.
ability. So you just add that after you've rolled your other thing.
Athletics, you said? Oh, wow. I did not realize I had such good athletics. I'm not used to this. I got a non-natural 20 with that extra D4. Thank you.
Nice. Rhomy got a 5.
A 5. Rhomy, you assume that flight is the best method. You launch up. You immediately grab onto this tree, expecting this is going to be fun and easy, and you run into your first problem, which is the slickness of the dew and the claw of your thingies kind of collide together, and you slip and begin to not necessarily tumble because you are a winged creature.
I was at the bottom. Maybe I didn't make it anywhere.
Yeah, I think,
just slide.
Yeah, you kind of just slide creakily past Polly.
You just slide past me, and I just watch you go down and say, try again. Come on. As I've made it about 3 inches off the ground.
I will say that this time around, you guys are able to begin to climb just fine. But it takes you a little bit of time. This is going to take a lot of your day.
Yeah.
You're going to start climbing. So we're going to say you guys get up a little bit to the first little challenge route where as you get up a little further, you see the telltale sign of sticky moss. Sticky moss is a hard one to get by because you'll get stuck in it. To go up into this moss. So you guys can either choose, you can perceive, you can look around, whatever you want to do, but you have sticky moss and it looks like too far for Rhomy to fly past sticky moss.
I would like to look around for another way around the trunk.
Okay. Go ahead and make that perception check. Rhomy, what about you?
Oh, I only got a 9.
And nothing that you can see. It seems as though you will have to deal with the sticky moss.
Interesting thought from me a little bit. Can I think in my history if I've had any experience dealing with sticky moss or any lessons by it from
Interesting.
grave clerics we're talking about?
Nice.
Stand by 1. You can go ahead and make a history roll. I think that's fine.
14.
14. I will say that you have specifically dealt with sticky moss before, and you know that while sticky, if you yourself are also sticky, it doesn't really work very well. So if you could find a way to cover yourself in a sticky sense of way, you can reverse it, opposite like that.
You said we had like sap and stuff.
Yeah.
I would take out some sap and add it to my like.
Polly,
my
you've never
pincers and
experienced this
my
before?
feet.
No.
And I would just want to like Romy's just gonna charge through because everything will be okay.
Nice.
Awesome.
I just watch you start putting sap on your hand, on your claws. I'm just like, what are you as you charge through.
As I'm just like beelining. Mantis lining?
Mantis lining?
Yeah, I like it.
I'm just carousing through.
Okay, you guys.
I know this stuff.
Yeah, so you are able to de-stickify yourself by being sticky as you make your way through sticky moss. And there's this weird like slurp noise that goes up as you go through sticky moss. Just a little hint of things to come.
All right.
As you are climbing a little bit further, you guys get to the top of the sticky moss and you see a little mushroom cap sticking out from the edges. And every so often it goes poof, poof. And as you get a little closer and poof, the spores tend to kind of drift towards your guys' direction. Poof.
Question.
And, yes, go ahead.
Would I know what this is?
Make a history check, why not?
Why am I rolling so bad today?
I think you would know what it is, but as far as how to deal with it, maybe not.
I got a 4.
This is sleep shroom.
Oh.
And if you are hit by the spores and you fail a saving throw, you are put to sleep. Luckily for you guys, you are in sticky moss. You start to see, unfortunately, the remnants of other creatures that maybe have not succeeded up here in this tree. As the spores come towards you, it's not a hugely difficult saving throw. However, I would like you both to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
As you are approached by spores of the sleep shroom.
Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
Why? I'm rolling so bad. An 8.
Oh, I also rolled not great. That's a 9. I'm going to use a luck dice.
I might do that as well.
Yep, you have.
Now I have a 14.
Nice. Do you need a different dice?
No. Oh, oof. Okay, now I have a 25.
So you both feel the drowsy effects of the sleep shroom come over you, and you're immediately getting a little loopy, getting a little,
Little.
tired. And this swirl of magic, as if Queen Sparklewing and Henrietta and the King are putting their hands on your shoulders, you guys feel a little burst of energy, and you are able to resist the sleep shrooms for the next day.
Oh, nice.
And so you are able to pass through the sleep shrooms, continuing your way up.
As I feel that little bit of energy
Mhm.
and I go by, I go, ooh, that's curious. Can I use my herbalism kit to capture some of the spores?
Ooh, I like the attempt. Let's say that I would like you to roll nature or arcana. Check.
For a nat 20.
Ooh,
A
nice.
Bringing
nat
it to 29.
Well, with a nat 20 and a 29, which is silly, let's say that you can straight up bottle 2 uses of a sleep powder or a sleep pollen.
So excited about
yeah.
that.
Single use, 2 uses of
Yeah.
it. Polly, anything you want to be doing as you are slurping your way past the sticky moss and past the
Slurping.
sleep
I just
shrooms?
don't like that slurping.
Why?
I don't know. It's the
That's
best
a
word.
weird word. Slurp.
I think Polly would be, as we're making our way past the sticky moss and these sleep mushrooms, I'm not one to necessarily collect stuff, so I think I just catalog. I feel like I'm cataloging the way we defeat these obstacles in my mind for later use in case we come across this in our adventures. Just thinking of reminders of ways to think outside the box.
That's good. That's good. We'll say you guys get up a little further and you see a little mushroom outcropping, not a sleep shroom, but just a
bracket
flat
bracket
whatever.
shroom.
Yeah, exactly. And as you crest the top of that, there's a little puddle of water in this thing. And sitting in the puddle of water are a couple flies that are cleaning themselves.
I say, oh, hello over there.
Hello. And they all say that together. There's like 4 voices all together. Hello.
Have you seen anything of interest today?
I was born yesterday.
Oh, well, welcome. Welcome to the world. It's a beautiful day out there to, have your first real life adventure.
I think Polly is watching this exchange between Rhomy and the flies, and I think just with perhaps a small bit of pensiveness, as I think I would like to move over to this mushroom outcropping just on the edge and just sit there for a second while these two converse and take a small rest to assess my surroundings.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd jump up over onto that bracket fungi and kind of shake out my limbs and everything, try to
Get a little rest.
ease some muscles.
Yeah, you guys can have a little moment here if you need it.
Can I use this to look up the tree for our next obstacle?
Sure. Go ahead and make I'll give you perception, investigation, or even nature if you wanted. The flies buzz over to Rhomy and they're like, bzz. Which one of you had the acorn?
I believe I had it.
Okay. They buzz up to you, Polly, then while you're looking. They're like, what's in the seed sack? What is that? Where am I?
You are currently on the Willowed Willow.
Oh.
Outside of the city of, on the outskirts of the city of Bloomhaven, which is down there.
Bloomhaven. My grandfather's grandfather was there once.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. I don't remember how long flies live. I think it's pretty short.
I point down to the city below and say, you can go down there if you wish. There are many different stalls and people to talk to and
exciting.
make use of whatever time you
Our
have.
great-great-great-grandfather set out on the journey from the Fly Forest to bring us here to Bloomhaven 2 months ago.
Really digging in deep to that one. Huh?
Yeah.
Where is the Fly Forest?
Fly Forest. I don't know. I've never been. I was born yesterday.
Right, yes. Well, thank you for your time. Me and my comrade over here are going on a pilgrimage.
Wonderful.
And I just look at Polly. I'm like, oh, Polly, aren't babies just so cute?
In a way, yes.
They all kind of roll around in the water a little bit, and they're like, quickly, to Bloomhaven, so we can tell our children about it tomorrow. I don't know how flies work, all right?
I just like, I
And they buzz away down into the city below. Maybe they'll live longer now that they're in Bloomhaven.
In the meantime, I wash my hands of the sticky sap, kind of get off a little bit of extra stuff. I'm kind of humming to myself and watching Polly look at things.
Why do I try?
Because dice are fun to roll.
They
That's
are
why
fun
we
to
try.
That's true. I got a 6.
Hard
I
to
was
tell
too distracted by the
branches.
flies.
You notice as you're getting higher, clearly the way trees work, the branches are about to become very thick. It's hard to tell if there's anything below. Now, one thing I wanted to remind you guys of is that Mama Tula's net of spider webs that keeps the birds out does a very good job of keeping the birds out, but not all predators. Some things come from the ground. And so just be aware that even though Bloomhaven is often a protected city, you have the Gastro Squad, you have the Grave Clerics, you have people around, the higher you get, the potentially more dangerous things will become with the natural predators that are able to live in places like the high trees of a forest.
Yeah.
So
Rhomy's actually not thinking about that at all because everything will be fine.
Polly is.
Yeah. I am definitely scanning the branches above for signs of movement or, beady eyes. And I think I just am prepared to draw my sword if necessary.
Okay.
But I would look to Rhomy splashing about in the puddle and washing away the sap. And I think I'm just, as always with Polly, it is best to be prepared for anything.
Okay. And so after a short period of time, you guys continue on, I assume?
Yes.
Yeah, lots of stretching. And I go, well, that was nice. Ready to keep going?
I believe so.
Little look around for something to cling into and a new little mantis launch.
As Polly is
As I am
scooching-
inching up.
Yeah, scooching up the tree. The higher you get, the quieter it becomes. It becomes much more just the sounds of rustling of leaves
And Rhomy's beads clacking.
and Rhomy's beads clacking and Rhomy humming. But there's not that city sound below. The higher you get, you start getting into the branches, right? This willow tree, they curl down towards the ground on the outskirts, but you're at the trunk. And so starting to get into the branches, moving between this area. Can both of you make perception checks, please, as you move forward?
19.
A non-natural 20.
Okay.
Nice.
Both of you with very high rolls are able to start seeing the beginnings of Mama Tula's webs in the trees above and around you. This kind of protective glow. The willow kind of peaks just before the top of the canopy, and so it is able to not quite be, it's within the realm of Bloomhaven.
Yeah.
But as you get higher and higher, you actually hear the occasional flap of wings and the occasional chitter of bird noise the higher you get. And knowing that where you are, the higher and higher you go, the more closely you are to the world of the arch nemesis of those who live in Bloomhaven and the Thrush King.
I think as I'm looking up at the webs, I'm admiring the craftsmanship. With my dirty 20, Do I notice any holes or fraying or anything as I'm like admiring kind of like the pattern
For the
of it?
web?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't. It's a lot of it. You would probably more notice the luster of a web, the sparkle of a new web, things like that. You were just dealing with spider web creations last night at the festival. Is quite dull, and there are definitely parts that are hanging down, drifting in the breeze. You know, still mainly there, but definitely this has to get redone every 12 seasons, or else this will become a problem.
Being the kind of mantis that I am and just looking to help, can I cast mending?
Oh.
You can try. Go ahead and roll an Arcana check along with that. I'm going to tell you right now, the DC is very high.
Well, that's really terrible because I only rolled a 2.
Oh.
So that brings it to an 11.
That's
but
very
just trying,
good.
like, Rhome's thought process isn't necessarily to, like, fix it for protection. She's like, that doesn't look as pretty as it could be. And she's working on trying to fix the mending as the pattern was broken.
And I think right as you go to do that, you know, you'd have to fly up a little bit to get to where like one of these hanging webs is coming down. We'll say you're able to do that kind of on the outskirts of the Willowed Willow. And as soon as you go to cast your magics on it, you are hit with this kind of intense feeling of this is not for you to deal with. Almost like a repulsion to your magic immediately. It is, of all the things you've dealt with, pixie magic is one thing. This is something far different.
Okay. I think Rhomy goes, oh, drat. Well, maybe something to play with next time.
I look back to Rhomy and say, "What are you well?"
Oh, just fine. There's just, the webs don't quite look as pretty as they could, and I was hoping that I could, help it be back to what it looked like before, and it just won't let me. I'll have to mess around and see if I can figure it out when we've got more time.
Intriguing. Your magic is interesting, Rhomy.
Oh, I hear that almost every day.
I mean that as a compliment, and I shall just continue up the trunk.
I just shrug. It's like, feels normal to me.
As you are continuing up the trunk here, you guys start to getting into this thicker part of the branches. What are both of your passive perceptions?
Passive perception.
A 12?
14.
Okay, thank you.
I just have a tendril resting on my grass blade in case of any dangers that arise.
You guys are moving along. You're starting to get towards the canopy of this Willowed Willow.
Yeah.
And as you climb over this next branch, kind of cresting a larger, thicker branch, you both get up to the top and you don't notice the hole that is in the tree and the nat 20 of the sneaky snake that lunges forth from this tree, a tree snake, if you will, that feeds on insects. I looked it up. And it lunges forward in an attempt to bite and to poison. I need everybody to roll initiative, but unfortunately for you, this sneak attack from a poison snake. I'm going to roll to see who we hit.
Okay, I rolled an 8.
Polly, I'm sorry.
Aw. Wait, hang on. I cannot be surprised.
Did I let you have the alert feat?
Yes, you did.
Dang it.
Slow is smooth. That means
is fast.
it's looking everywhere.
So disregard. There's a hole. Rhomy is climbing, clattering, humming, avoiding any sort of sighting of that. Your snail senses tingle as you are suddenly aware of movement inside of this hole. Yeah.
Now, that does not necessarily mean I don't go first, but
Yeah.
I cannot be surprised.
But you are no longer surprised, and I did unfortunately say it was attacking you, which means this no longer is a sneak attack level of damage.
Okay. I got
Bummer for me.
I got a 12 on initiative.
Okay, so this thing still is going to get to go first. What was yours, Rhomy?
An 8.
So the snake is still going to go first. Like I said, these snakes live in these trees high above. They usually don't go down into Bloomhaven. They look around for other things, but you guys came towards its lair. It reaches out. It lunges for you. It got a 20 on an attack.
Yeah, that hits.
Not a nat, but a full 20. but not the sneak attack level of damage. So you still have to make a Constitution saving throw, but you only take 6 damage.
All right.
But a Constitution saving throw
12?
at 12 will do it.
Nice.
As you are able to defeat the poison that would have gone into your system had that worked.
I shake off the snake bite.
This dark green snake with like orange segmented spots on it lunges forward and wraps itself around the branch and is standing there above you guys. The snakes here very well known for being often referred to as the forest dragons.
Ooh.
And that is a natural enemy for you. That was its turn, though. So technically, Polly, it is your turn as you are faced with an immediate danger.
I shake off the snake bite and draw my grasp blade, the two-handed weapon coming out of its sheath that I have on my shell. And is it within melee?
Yeah, it tried to bite you.
Okay. I reach forward and just say, "Not today." And I would like to take a slash at this.
I believe you have 2 at level 6. Don't forget.
Yes, I do. All right. One is a 25 to hit.
That will hit.
Yeah, and then the other one is a only a 13.
A 13 does not hit.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll for the 1 damage.
Failed on one.
And make
but
sure to
that's
do
fine.
the 2-handed damage
Yes.
level. Okay.
That is a 7 slicing damage. to this.
7 slicing damage to my snake beast. Any movement or bonus actions?
Oh, also, as a fighter, as a samurai, I have weapon mastery, so you have disadvantage on your next attack roll
Beautiful.
as my longsword ability.
You slash out at the snake recoils a little bit, hissing slightly, tongue flickering out.
I think I would like to stay within melee range of this snake,
Okay.
so for now, that is going to be my turn.
Rhomy! Your turn.
Rhomy is totally surprised because, wow, that thing just came out of nowhere. Okay. Does Rhomy know that the snake is poisonous? That the snake has that ability?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know of snakes. You're well traveled.
Okay.
This is a tree snake that has a little bit of poison to things such as insects.
Yeah.
Then
It's not a very strong poison, I will say, but it's there nonetheless.
So knowing Rhomy just starts up a song and a rhythm as she's like coming over to Polly. She's keeping an eye on the snake, but little songs are going.
You just sidle
singing,
up.
"It'll be okay." And she touches Polly to do protection from poison.
Oh.
Which means you get advantage on saving throws to avoid or end the poison condition, and you have resistance to poison. And then
That's cool.
with that, I'm going to shimmy my little self behind Polly to use Polly as kind of my like forward shield.
Nice.
That makes perfect sense. It comes back around to the snake's turn. The snake coils around underneath the branch and it curls itself in a different way and it goes for an attack against Polly once more. This bite attack. Does a 18 hit you?
Unfortunately, that does.
Okay. Another Constitution saving throw. You take another 5 damage
Did you say it was advantage?
to avoid the poison.
Avoid the
Yeah.
poisoned condition.
Okay.
So
And resistance to poison
this is not
damage.
the poisoned condition. This is poison damage.
Okay.
So you will just have resistance to it.
Okay.
This is not full poison like that, but it is poison damage if you fail this Constitution saving throw.
5 damage
Mhm.
plus my Constitution saving throw
Yes, do that next.
with a.
Well, you don't get advantage on the Constitution saving throw. It's just resistance to the poison damage.
To avoid being poisoned.
Yeah, this is not being poisoned.
Oh, okay. Then that would be. I guess I'll pick the lower one with my plus as a 16.
Oh, jeez. Yep, still fine. The
Cool.
poison trying to get into you. Oh, I did that wrong the last time. It does work. You just start taking half damage.
Oh,
So the first time you got hit, you would have taken 2 poison damage. This time around, you will have resistance, so you would have taken 6, so you will only take 3.
Cool.
5 poison damage as well on top of all of that.
I'm fine.
You are level 6. I would not be shocked that you are fine. It is your turn as the snake's head is slashing towards you with its sharp teeth, trying to get a quick snack.
Again, the fangs graze me, but I shake it off. I've done this before, and I will save my energy. So I think I would simply take another 2 strikes to this snake with my grass blade and check behind me to see if Rhomy is still okay.
I think Rhomy is perfectly fine doing a dance behind you.
One of my attacks got a nat 20.
Nice.
So with a critical hit on a 28, and then only a 14.
14 does hit.
Oh, 14 does hit.
So
Okay.
both hit. Why don't you roll the crit damage first?
So for one attack, for the crit hit is a 27 damage.
Wow. Okay.
That was a lot. And then for the second attack, my normal one is only 10, as I take
37 points of damage.
Yeah.
You slash out at this snake with 37 points of damage is crazy. The snake rears back and with a snaky whimper would hide back in the tree hole and escape away because that is too much damage for it to handle.
I just slowly follow it with the tip of my sword until it goes back in the hole, and then I nod and sheathe my sword once more.
I'm showing mercy. Wow. Beautiful.
I am a snail of honor.
And you hear it slither down into the depths of the Willowed Willow, hiding away, not wanting to be defeated by the likes of you. And you guys find yourselves out of combat. Moment of pause.
Well, that was exciting.
And I look over Polly and I was like, "Wow, that was a big wow. Good job. Wait, how
Thank
are you
you.
doing? Are you okay?" And I start looking all over Polly, like just being a little over obsessive about bite wounds.
I have a couple fang marks on my body. I have maybe a few new scrapes on my shell. But I say, I'm fine. I'd worry about it more later if we encounter anything.
And Rhomy goes, "Oh, later's not necessary. I've got this. We've got this." And she's just gonna cure wounds anyway.
Nice.
So just bringing out you just the wings clacking and just a certain rhythm that you're getting as she shimmies her shoulders to get more of that bead clack so that it's louder, sounds like more than just one person doing it, trying to mimic a bunch of roaches doing it all together.
Yeah.
To give you that little touch that gives you 2d8, which is with my special stuff.
Special stuff because what she is.
Because what I am.
She's Rhomy.
Rhomy the life cleric.
You get 19 back.
That is
Well beyond.
more than enough what I
Yeah.
needed to.
Well, Rhomy's just going to do everything big and loud.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
boosh, here you go with
Massive
with
flash
that
of
massive
healing.
flash of healing.
Yeah, I just the wave of magic kind of hits me, and I think I just shake my head and blink and go,
I look
well,
at the scratches.
thank you anyway.
I look at the scratches go away on your shell, and I go, that's better. And I tap over like the little like finger painting that I did.
It's still there.
Yeah. I think I say,
Onward and upward.
yes, thank you anyway. And I think I'd continue upward, looking out for more things that could jump us, but
You guys
That was
move
nice.
along. We'll say as you start to move a little bit further with your passive perceptions, it's fine. You start hearing voices, the sounds up at the top. You're reaching the canopy of the Withered Willow. And the queen had said that when you get to the top, you would get further instructions. And you start hearing the voices of a bunch of people shouting things like, yeah, man, the wind, it's blowing extra strong today. Did you check out those thermals? And someone's like, oh, yeah, thermals were righteous, man. And you guys start to climb up to the top. And as you crest the top, there's a platform up here on the top of Willowed Willow.
Mm-hmm.
And there are a bunch of insects up here, all with Samara wing backpacks and other crazy technology, parachutes, things like that. You see some like walking sticks. You see some like roly-polies, and they're all wearing like goggles and stuff on their heads, and they're just chatting about it. And pretty soon, as you crest the top, there's this walking stick that he's like, oh man, they're here. And all these guys come over and they start cheering for you as you crest this platform. This really gangly walking stick guy comes over to greet you.
I say, we are. And I just come up and it's just like, how are we doing this? And I go for like that hug / like high five.
Yeah. He
like
daps you up. You get the high five into a hug.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, cool. Hi, I'm Rhomy. Nice to meet you.
Name's what?
I just raise the tendril from the back. I'm Polly.
No need for that. He grabs your hand and pulls you into hug too. And he's like, hey, I'm Reed. You guys are my new buds.
Hi, Reed. I'd love to be your new bud.
Great. All right. Come on over. We're going to walk you through this. Queen Sparklewing came up earlier, told me everything I needed to tell you. And you guys got your packs?
Yes, I do. I motion to the pack strapped to my
I
shelf.
very excitedly pull out my Samara wings and like hold them up. It's like, put them on me.
We'll get to that. First, a safety spiel.
I think Rhomy's shoulders slump just a little bit.
Meanwhile, Polly is just nodding along, very happy.
Yeah, Roly-Poly rolls over and wheels over a leaf that is like a board.
Nice.
And Reed
Just a
pulls out
whiteboard.
like some ink, and he's like, all right, first and foremost, we're here at the top of the Willowed Willow. Here's the platform, here's me, Reed, and he starts drawing a little stick guy, and he's like, and here's you, and he starts drawing a snail, and then he starts drawing the mantis, and it kind of looks just like him, and he's like, all right, so there's the three of us here at the top of the Willowed Willow, right? You all are going on your journey, that's exciting!
I nod really hard. Yeah, exciting. Okay, keep going.
Indeed.
Mama Tula, I'd love to do it. I haven't been picked yet. One day Reed's going.
Best of luck.
And he goes, all right, you need to head west over the edge of the spring, get outside of Bloomhaven, right? Everybody, right?
I
nod.
Spin all the way around in a full circle until I can figure out my distances and directions. And I'm like, oh yeah, west, that way. Yep. But Rhomy figured out where west is.
She
No.
did, and she did very good.
Can I make a survival check to figure out where West is?
I mean, he's pointing where.
Oh, okay.
You guys know where west is.
Rhomy spun in a full circle the opposite direction that he was pointing to begin with.
Yeah. He goes, all right, now, Bloomhaven Creek is on the edge of the protection of Mama Tula's zone, right? This glide should take you over the creek.
All right.
How does Polly feel about the word should?
Polly feels uncertain.
Awesome.
Rhomy's just like, yeah, of course.
And then Reed goes, righteous, all right, as long as we understand that the Samara wings are your friend, right? They're a tool. They're going to take you where you need to go, but you can't just let them take you there. You got to guide them, right? It's teamwork, kind of like what you guys have, but it's you in a backpack with plant wings.
I nod.
I also nod.
All right. Now, once you get over the spring, I don't know. The rest is up to you, I guess. Mama Tula's west, I think. I don't know. I've never done it. I'd love to do it.
Best of luck on getting picked in the next 12 seasons.
Yes.
Okay, safety spiel done? Can we put these on?
Yes, let's put them on, and we're going to do a check, okay? And he helps you, and the roly-polies come over to help you guys put on your Samara wing gliders.
How exactly do you think that would fit on a snail?
I think it still, it fits on like your upper part, but I like
Yeah.
to think that when you're gliding, your like snail body is like dangling below with the weight of it. And And Rhomy, easy enough to fit on you. You have wings, but the beauty of these things is that the distance, the long range, and the lightness of them from the pollen moat there helps to glide a little bit farther than normal. Getting over the stream in one day or in like one trip is really far. That's like crazy. That would take like 2 days.
Oh.
Has that been like a journey we've ever gone on?
You guys
before?
have probably, Polly has absolutely been over the spring and into the surrounding forest. Rhomy, you've probably maybe like once gone beyond the edges of the border protection, but most of what you're doing is within the whole Bloomhaven forest, which stretches beyond the city.
Yeah,
There's
it's been some long journeys.
Yeah. But Polly has absolutely been outside the outskirts of the city before.
I have been on patrols. Crossing the stream was not a pleasant experience, but if I have to do it again, then I will.
Righteous, man. All right. We're testing our tomorrow wing gliders. If you pull on this lever, you go right. You pull on this lever, you go left. You pull on both, you'll get some up. You pull and you let go of both, you go down, right? We understand that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Righteous. Wind's looking mellow. He goes over.
Mellow.
He goes, stands on the edges of it, and there's like a plank going out towards the forest. And it's pointing, he takes you to the west side. You guys know where west is. And you can actually see really far into the forest. Very cool. The Willowed Willow kind of is the central tree underneath all the others. And so you can see where you need to go, going through the bases of other trees, past underbrush, past things, and in the distance, the soft glint of a stream moving by. Again, normally like a 2-day journey that you're about to do in one fell swoop. And he goes, all right, now, remember, once you get off the platform, anything can happen. You got wind gusts, you got butterfly swarms, you've got pollen tornadoes, you've got leaves falling. You're going to want to watch out for that. Luckily, because of Mama Tula, super rad, no birds today for your journey, right? But once you're past that spring, it's anybody's game.
I say, that sounds good. Any other tips besides right is right, left is left, pull down is up, and let go is down?
No, that's it.
Okay, see ya.
Hold on.
Rhomy's like a
mid-stride.
Now, one more thing is to have a righteous time, man.
I chuckle and I was like, you stopped my momentum. I'm definitely going to have fun. Just full on sprint, leap.
I think Polly watches Rhomy leap off this platform as I'm inching forward. Just say, I will hopefully enjoy that. Have I flied before?
I don't think you have. I think this is a new experience
You have not
for you.
flew.
I've not flown. I say, hopefully I will enjoy this experience.
Can't promise you won't scream. It's pretty crazy the first time.
You hear Rhomy just in the distance, just like a shriek of laughter as she's like.
Just imagine you do like a spiral.
Yeah. All right, Reed's like, all right, she's gaining on you. You gotta go.
I creep towards the edge of the platform.
Reed's like, all right, everybody, let's get him going. And they pick you up and they run and leap off the edge with you and huck you forward. Polly.
Eat it off the tree.
I like that.
And then Reed and the other walking stick bug like arc away. And Reed's like, heck yeah, man. Golden Spring, Acorn Accord, righteous. And he fades off as he peels away.
I take the controls of my wings and say, righteous. This is a righteous adventure. I look down at the ground below and then look back up and say, prepared for anything.
And you guys take off and glide your way towards the edges of the forest. And that's where we're going to end this episode.
Oh, okay.
We'll save the flight.
Rhomy was
next
so
time.
ready to mess with the like shoot controls.
You're definitely going to figure out how to do tricks.
Yep, you might have other challenges to deal with next time we record as you make your way into the sky. You climbed, you moved, you fought, and now the journey will truly begin. All right. Thank you all for listening to another silly week. We'll
That was fun.
find these 2 insects in the sky next time. And we'll see what kind of fun adventures await for Polly and Rhomy on their journey to visit Mama Tula.
Also, Reed was giving Carl flashbacks for me. Nice.
There's got to be some
Righteous
sort
man.
Yeah. Yeah. A little bit
Romy's
of Carl, a
vibing.
little bit of the turtle from Finding Nemo.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was my vibe for
Nice.
sure. Awesome. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next time.
On
Dad
Dadventurous.
Adventurous.